What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Overdrive. Welcome to Overdrive. We're going to have a conversation today. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation today, people. Ricky, what up? Sean, what's going on? What's going on? YG, what's the word? What's the word? SD, what's going on, fam? What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody today? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody's in the Sunday spirits, whatever that may mean. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, love? See? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Romy Rome. What's going on, Romy Rome? I hope y'all got some sleep. I hope y'all well rested because I think we need to have a conversation today. I think we need to have a conversation today. And it's probably not going to be the most pleasant conversation. It's probably not going to be the most pleasant conversation. Lock in, brother. Lock in and you shall find out. Lock in and you shall find out. Lock in and you shall find out. Mr. Hall, what's going on, Mr. Hall? You know, I don't really like necessarily having to be the one to have these conversations. But somehow, some way, I always get elected. I always get elected. No, love, see, they didn't make me mad. I'm not necessarily shocked. Let's just be honest. At this point, things are just becoming more and more blatant. And it's just sad sometimes. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's just sad. It really, really is. It really, really is. But there's never really any room for focusing on being sad and watching how sad things can really be. So it's just to raise the awareness. It's better to raise the awareness in people. People really have this wannabe fairy tale view of things. And sometimes we got to smash that. Sometimes we got to destroy those views and replace it with truth and realism. And it won't necessarily feel good doing so. It won't necessarily feel good destroying people's fairy tales, views, but somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody has to tell the truth. And somehow, some way, it just keeps being me. Just keeps being me for some strange reason. Uh, Last night, this morning, I was running a panel, and there was a lot of conversations. There was a lot of conversations, and we was just joking, chilling, doing what we do. But in the midst of all those conversations, a lot of truth comes out of people. A lot of truth comes out of people, and sometimes you need to highlight it so people don't gloss over these things because they think we be making this stuff up. They think it's a myth. Kojak, what up? They think it's a myth. They think that it's just in our head and and somehow they don't see what we see. Two different scales. We far left, far right, so diametrically opposed in these views. But we gonna highlight them today. Yeah, we gonna highlight them today. And you're gonna have to forgive my language. You're gonna have to forgive my language as I will do the best I can to control it. But I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna have to tell the truth. I'm gonna still be me, but I'm gonna have to tell the truth. I can't just gloss over things. I can't just gloss over things. I just can't. Now, some of you were with us this morning as we closed out the Fight Club. Some of you were with us during these conversations. Things were said, but we didn't highlight them. We didn't highlight it because it wasn't the right setting. So I've here created the setting for us to have the conversation. And it's just sad. It's really, really, really sad. Oh, don't worry, Brittany. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Cause you would I'm glad you didn't have to witness it. Because you probably would have said something, but knowing you, you tend to pick your spots. But there was a conversation that we had this morning that was between some panelists that I was privy to. And I didn't object because I wanted to watch it play out in real time. I didn't want to stop it too soon, but I also didn't want to let it get too far. So I'm going to pull a video for you guys so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about so that we can all be on one accord, right? And we're going to have to actually start really, really putting a stop to this. This stuff is getting out of hand every single time. Every single time it keeps happening, keeps happening. It's myths and lies. So I'm going to pull a video so you guys can see exactly what I saw to make sure that I'm not losing it, that I'm not delusional, that I'm not hearing things wrong, that I'm not making this stuff in my head, that I'm actually listening to people, right? That when you guys say, oh, yeah, we care, you guys actually mean that? Because we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out how much you guys actually mean that, right? How many of you was actually present for the last, let's say, 4 or 5 hours of the show? How many of you were actually present? Okay, so some of you were there. Some of you were there, and some of you missed it. But don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna pull it back for you guys. For the ones that missed it, you can see what we're gonna discuss. And I'm sorry for the ones that missed it, right? There'll be some context mixing out because I can't play back the whole entire show, right? It's a lot of it. But I'm going to try to touch back on the parts that I thought was sad and alarming. Sad and alarming, but not shocking. Sad and alarming, but not shocking. Because at this point, nothing should shock us. Yeah, yeah. Armada, huh? Oh. There was no women on the show, Brittany? Well, I disagree. Well, maybe you don't consider them women, but there were definitely at least females on the show if you don't consider them women. There were definitely females. Trinidad was talking about the cleaners. Yeah, she did. She absolutely did. That's not all she talked about, but she definitely talked about the cleaners. But we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna pull a video up one moment so you guys can see what I can see. So here you have on the panel myself, Cody, G-Ville, ESO, Trinidad, Black Beauty, Jack Boy Yale, Nightish, and Armada. Now, at this current time, there was a conversation. There was a conversation that was been had, and I let it play out, right? I let it play out because I wanted you to see people's real-time sentiments. I wanted you guys to see just how truly people really think and why there continues to be an issue. Perspective, divide, respect. This is the reason why. I'm gonna show you.
Don't you talk to your mother? Do you respect women? I don't know. I'm asking a question.
I
I'm not
respect I
even.
respect women. I respect women. I respect women. I don't respect hoes.
Now, you heard Trucker Yell say he respects women. He don't respect hoes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I can't be any more clear than what I interpreted what his statement was, right? So what his statement was, he was very clear and direct in what he respect and don't respect, right? Now, on this panel, we got all kind of crazy and goofiness going on. We're sitting there earlier in the stream, we're talking about character, we're talking about morals, principles, and then you got people on there just talking, oh, well, I don't care about nobody else's morals. I just make them up as I go. Hmm. Yeah, I see. We just make them up as we go, huh? Okay.
Damn.
That nigga bum a hoe.
Them hoes. You don't love them
No,
hoes.
God forgive me, but truth is truth.
Yeah, damn.
Truth is truth.
Hey, but
You
see,
don't think the hoes deserve respect too?
shit screw
But
out
Nah,
and it'll
I,
appear.
I
Listen to me,
think
big
hoes
dog.
need to walk down the
Listen
street
to me,
and,
big
and
dog.
kick rocks.
Listen to me, big dog. You see how shit screw out and it'll appear that you projecting when you had a conversation based on how you feel about. That's why she asked you that question. You see what I'm saying, big dog?
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
it looked like shit based on your relationship with your mama. You feel this way about all women. You feel what I'm saying? That's her reason for asking you this question. You see what I'm saying? We got to
Oh
watch
yeah.
what we project. We got to watch.
Now, that man gave his explanation. He respects women, but he don't respect hoes. It's very clear, very evident, right? Very clear and very evident. Cody follows up as when you say things like that, it's possible that these women will perceive it as, or if you don't, if maybe you feel like that towards all women, right? Well, is it fair to say then if you didn't have a daddy in your life, you feel like that towards all men? Is it fair to say that? Well, you ain't had no daddy in your life, so maybe you feel like that towards all men. Or can he be very clear? Can he be very clear and direct? Very clear and direct. No, I don't like hoes. But let's see how we try to convince him that it's a good idea to like him anyway. Let's see how we try to convince him that you know what, you should just like him anyway.
Watch what I don't know. It's on y'all.
No, I get what you said.
I see what he's saying.
Listen,
Hood nigga whisperer, sir.
I got all the respect for women.
You
I'm
the
just
hood nigga
saying, like,
whisperer.
no, it's like this. I
You both
respect
sides, you
women.
hear me?
I
Both
didn't put
sides
my hands
understand.
on after the dudes, but when it came to the always went after the dudes.
But how can you have a soft part?
Hold
Hey,
on.
hey,
You know what I
Pause.
mean.
better watch
Don't try to play me.
Pause.
Wait a
That was
minute.
just
Shit.
How can you have a soft part
Don't do
for
that,
a
Aaron. That's that
stranger?
boy L. Don't do that.
Yeah, pause.
you said
Ooh,
what?
they come knocking on your door.
Look, I ain't got nothing.
How can you respect for female strangers, but you don't have respect for your own mother?
Now, Trinidad says, how can you have respect for female strangers who've done absolutely nothing to you? They're just normal day-to-day people, but you don't have respect for your mother, who you clearly said was a hoe. And you don't have respect for hoes in lieu of who position plays it. But let me guess. We got Black Beauty on the panel where she and a bunch of other people over there advertising for strippers. Advertise. Oh yeah, you know what? I mean, the strippers. Well, if the guys want to go there, why not? I mean, they advocating for strippers and they advocating for selective morals, right? Oh, somebody asked Black Beauty, "Oh, are you gonna raise your kids with morals?" And she said, "I raise them however I want to raise them. Nobody F morals." That's basically what she said. You guys was there, y'all heard her. But now, this man, his moral compass or whatever his position is, I don't respect her. They want to fight back. But your mother. We'll come back to that.
Because my
Help me
mama put
understand.
me through it. Hold on. Let me tell you. You know how many people I done watch my mama have sex with and she ain't even know?
Oh Lord.
Damn,
That's
hold
Oh
on,
my
nigga. You
goodness.
is nasty.
Exactly. Hold
Man,
on.
Getting off here.
Grand-
Oh,
yeah.
hold on.
Granville, Granville.
You ain't got nothing to say now?
When you say watch,
I do. You don't know
Like
the
I
strength.
like my mom like my mom was down like my mother was downstairs
Now, you guys may couldn't have heard, right? But Trinidad says, well, you don't know her struggle, right? The sound kind of ditched, but I clearly picked it up and I could hear it. And then you got Black Beauty screaming, but it's your mother. But it's your mother. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, you didn't hear what they said, Jay? I'll rewind it just for you since you couldn't hear it.
You ain't got nothing. Hold on. No.
Oh Lord.
You know how many people I done watch my mama have sex with and she ain't even know?
Oh Lord.
Damn,
That's
hold on, nigga. You is nasty.
Exactly. Hold on.
Getting off here.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Granville.
You ain't got nothing to say now.
When you say watch,
I do. You don't know
Like
the
I
struggle.
like my mom like my mom was down like my mother was downstairs and I would hear some shit, so I would sneak downstairs, and when I go downstairs, they down there doing their thing.
And you don't think the
So I go
women
back
supposed to be in
upstairs.
strangers,
bed.
you don't think the women strangers that you have respect for, you don't think they did that? They could have done it.
Now, I don't know what you guys heard, but let me tell you what I deciphered from there. Yo, my mom put me through some traumatizing experiences. It was messed up. It's had a dire effect on my mental health that y'all claim that y'all care so much about. Black men need to worry about their mental health. But I didn't walk downstairs, saw my mom getting it in with some random guy I don't even know. More than one time, more than 2 times. That's just who she was. She didn't protect me from it. She didn't shield me from it because y'all claim the mother is the protector of the children. But somehow, some way, in these statements, all I hear women say is this. Well, what about these stranger women? It's a possibility they did the same thing. No accountability. No care for what he went through. No care for protecting a child, the so-called innocent child that y'all claim exists. The only thing I heard out of their mouth was, well, it's your mother. It's your mother. And then other women do it too. So why you be mad at your mother? Because she did it to him. See, those other women, supposedly, because y'all said these children don't ask to be here. Last time I checked, y'all said these children don't ask to be here. But out of some narcissistic type of distorted reality that women like to live in, they want to be paraded, honored, celebrated for being your mother. I gave birth to you. Yeah. So what you want your child to do? Jump up and say, hooray, thank you so much for having me? They ain't had nothing to do with it. They didn't have no interjection and say, hey, before you have me, you might want to think about it. Wasn't a conversation. Wasn't conversation, right? But somehow, some way, always thrown in a child's face. This your mother. Your mother had you. But somehow, some way, y'all want us to believe y'all respect fathers. Somehow, some way, y'all care so much about fathers. Y'all respect fathers. Y'all don't care nothing about fathers. Y'all only care about them if y'all need some help from them. Oh, I need some help. So where that father be around at? They don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Because y'all sitting here trying to get praise for something that somebody did not ask you to do. A child that you scarred, a child that was supposed to look up to you, that you were supposed to protect, that you failed at. And what you have is these women on the panel and in the chat, all on, what would you guys call that? Damage control. I'm pretty sure you guys will call that damage control. Well, There's some random women walking down the street. Why you respect them? They might have been sleeping with men's in them, all different type of men's and running in and out of their house that you didn't see, that you didn't experience, but you should be mad at them too. Because you should have a higher level of accountability on women that you do not even know. They try to sell you a dream. Go be mad at other women too. It's a possibility. So you didn't have no sense of respect for other women that don't do that stuff. You didn't say there are not other women that don't do that stuff. You said there's a possibility that a bunch of other women that did not scar him, did not do that to him, that were not responsible for him, did that. And y'all wonder why we have these conflictions of when y'all say y'all care about mental health. There was not one ounce of concern for what he experienced. The only thing they was focused on is let's try to make sure the mom don't look bad. Let's try to make sure that, he understand that this could be any one of us as women. And so I want to protect women as best as I can because it could be me one day. So I'm going to protect this lady who scarred that child who didn't ask to be here, that y'all claim that owe y'all nothing, but then somehow every chance y'all get, I gave birth to you. Somehow, some way, from what I understand, because I'm a listener, y'all say it takes two to tango, but you never say respect your father. He gave birth to you. Since these children can't come here by themselves, from what y'all told me, you never tell these children that when they dad not around or their dad struggling going through stuff, you never respect your dad. He gave birth to you. Those are not statements. Honor your dad no matter what he did because he gave birth to you. It's not statements that men hear. So why do all of a sudden we believe that you guys value men, that you guys care about the boys? When we can hear this in real time from one lady that's a mother and another aspiring lady who has random morals, who's supporting and celebrating strippers. I'll play the video though, because y'all think I'm making this up. Like maybe y'all not hearing or seeing what I'm seeing.
So how can you have respect for women strangers, not your mother?
I respect women who live by a moral code and standard. Okay, women. Okay.
Now, was that just me, or did when he said I respect women that live on a moral code, she rolled her eyes? She rolled her eyes. Oh, why does she have to have morals? Why don't you just respect her because she gave birth to you? You do know she gave birth to you, right? Are you aware of that? Are you aware that she gave birth to you? I mean, maybe you confused. Do you know what a mother is? That's the person that pushes you out. And that's your mother. She gave birth to you. Get some respect. You should put some respect on her name. No matter what she did to you, you got to understand that's your mother. That's your mother. You can't say nothing negative about her. You can't say nothing critical about her. You can't talk about what you experienced. But you know what? If it was your dad, let's destroy him though. We can. That's no problem. They used to that.
Okay, women that respect it. Hold on, women that respect themselves. Not go to the club every weekend and leave me in the house to watch my sisters and brothers every weekend. Ain't no all Jesus. You want to hear the truth? Here's the truth. When I gotta drag my mother out her motherfucking Cadillac every weekend to bring her in the house because she's too drunk to come inside.
That's your mother.
Okay. I don't care.
Now, what did she say? After he explicitly said what he experienced, I had to drag my mother in. They want to go to the clubs every weekend, leaving me at home to raise and take care of children while I'm a child, right? Did she say, I'm sorry you experienced that? Did she say no child should have to go through that? No, she didn't say none of it. She didn't say respect to mental health, respect for what you went through. She didn't say none of that. The very first thing out of her mouth was, but that's your mother. What does that mean? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm about sick and tired of hearing it. Now, y'all want all this type of respect from birthing somebody, right? But fathers birth kids all the time, but if they leave, they don't get no respect. I thought you had to raise them. I thought you had to take care of them. I thought you had to do right by them. I don't know. Maybe I'm off here. But the same women, that's Black Beauty right there, who don't want one, got made up morals. Morals don't matter. I do what I want. Shout out to the strippers. It is what it is. Then you have Trinidad, who's actually a mother. No concern for him at all. No concern for his parents. They actually had concern for Armada when he talked about his experience in life and how he's struggled. They had a lot of concern. Oh man, they had a lot of concern for that. You know why? Because his mother wasn't attached to why he was feeling that way. So they had no problem saying, you know what? We feel bad for you, young man. We care about you, because he told you what he was suffering through, but he didn't say his mother put him through it. So y'all had no problem coming to his defense. Y'all had no problem. Oh, no, that's not. No, stand up, brother. We care for you, yada, yada, yada. But the second a man tell you his trauma comes from said mother, oh, there's no concern there. There's no focus on, oh, you know what? We're going to focus on his mental health. There was no care. Not once did they say, I'm sorry. Not once did they say you shouldn't have. Not one time. All it is damage control. All it is damage control. Oh, that's your mother. Be careful. That's your mother. I had you. Well, your mother had you. You only get one mother. Mother this, mother that. You got to respect your mother no matter what she do to you. No matter what she do to you and put you through. But let me give you guys a wake-up call. He said he respect women, not hoes. Why? Why? Do you understand there's a reason? Do you understand what the way he grew up? Black Don says trash, absolutely and unequivocally disgusting. Anyone who defends this is the same. Well, don't worry. You watching people defend it in real time. You watch it. I was literally on the panel and I shut up because you know one thing that I had to learn over time was be quiet. It's not your time to speak yet. I was an outspoken kid. Got me in a lot of trouble. But now it's something I'm probably a little bit better at. But I'm just, look at my face. I'm just listening because I'm disgusted. But I'm not shocked. But I'm not shocked because, see, I could imagine Trucker Yell going to school, knowing we grow up in the projects. Now, some of y'all didn't grow up that way, so I can't speak for y'all. But I could tell you the projects is big, but they real small. Everybody know everybody. Everybody's in everybody's business. And let me tell you something about a child that's neglected. A child that has to build their own self-esteem. Let me tell y'all how I know y'all care so much about this trauma that we go through. Let me tell you what it's like for your mom to act like that. Everybody in the hood know what it is. Everybody in the hood, hell, he probably got to slap hands and say what's up to a big homie that he know probably ran through his mom. He probably got to do that. He too young. He can't do nothing about that. He just got to take it on the chin. He got to go to school. Now, if he say a joke like most kids do, because kids are cruel, he might say, shut up, your shoes is ugly. They're going to say, shut up, that's why your mama hoe. Now, I know that don't mean nothing to y'all because that's not something that y'all gonna have to experience. I know Black Beauty don't necessarily care about that because y'all saw, like I saw, she had no concern for that. She had no concern for the emotional trauma that he may have experienced. She had one concern and one concern only: protect all women at all costs. Forget right or wrong. What's morals? I don't care about that. I'm a woman. And I might birth the child, and my child better love and respect and honor me. I don't care if I throw tomatoes at my child. I don't care if I neglect my child, change their diapers. I don't care if I don't feed them. I don't care. I had you. I'm your mother. I'm your mother. Yeah, I know it hurts. I know it hurts because I've seen it. I've seen guys get, listen, I got teased for a lot of things. I didn't have to get teased for that. I got teased for a lot of things, but I didn't have to get teased for that. But I can tell you this, I seen it happen to people though. I knew some people moms. I knew some people's moms. We was back and like in the back of our head, like he better not say nothing. We got these jokes lined up for him, and we know one, he can't take it. So what does that do to a young? Y'all might not consider them innocent, but I care about young boys. I consider them innocent. I know y'all believe that they need to be grown from the second that they born. They need to figure it out themselves. I know y'all feel that way. I just happen not to. So what I'm experiencing in that real time is that kid's possibly going to have a violent streak. It's possible he's going to resort to the trauma that he's experiencing from the teasing, from the neglect, from the betrayal, from the person that was supposed to protect him. He's probably experiencing, if you say something about me, I'm going to hit you. He's probably going to be going to the principal's office a lot. He's probably going to be going to the principal's office a lot, and they're going to think he's just a bad kid. Lady, come get your kid. And you know what she going to do? She going to beat him. If I gotta come to school, if I have to come to the school and pick you up when I'm trying to have these fun with these random men running all through this house, you gonna get it. Yeah, if I have to come down to that school and pick you up because you don't know how to behave, yeah, you gonna get it. Oh yeah, wait, when you get, oh yes, you gonna get it. Because how dare you interrupt my alone time? Mama gotta have a life too, Jody. So how dare you interrupt my alone time with whoever the hell this is, and whoever that man is, and whoever that man is, whoever all these random men that he get to see walking in and out of his home. Well, maybe y'all don't consider his home because he was under the guardianship of someone, but I know it's a woman, so I shouldn't say these things. Because half of y'all that was there, y'all just let it go. Y'all was just like, yeah, I don't really care. It is what it is, but I'm not going to let it go. Now, I'm not going to let it go because, see, they get away with this way too much. They get away with this way too much. So many young boys, and what's worse, even women go through this, but so many young boys specifically are in the care of these mothers, these neglectful mothers, these harmful mothers, these violent mothers. But they gave birth to them, right? That's what y'all tell me. Last time I checked, that's your mother. Y'all heard her say it. That's your mother. How do you know what these other random women doing? That's your mother. You saw what she did, but let's blame some other random women who had absolutely nothing to do with the experience that you got. Just so that way, if I'm ever in this circumstance, I need to be protected by the sisterhood. Yeah, I need some protection from the sister because I might want to be a hoe too. And if my son don't understand that it's just fun to do this sometime, I don't want to be, I don't want to be, don't critique me. Don't critique me. Let's blame somebody else. Let's blame somebody else.
Care if she no, I don't care. No. I don't care if she's my mother. I don't care. I listen. I don't know. I don't care if she's my mother or not. Because you know what? If it was my dad and my dad was doing that shit, y'all would be like, yeah, fuck that nigga, fuck him, fuck
father or mother.
man. Listen, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Like I said, I'm on here to maybe help somebody who's actually in my shoes. That's the point.
But you don't think you should respect them even if they a hoe?
Who told?
Now you got ESO jumping in. You don't think you should respect him even if they a hoe? Now, let's see if we can highlight that comment. Let's read what that comment says. Let me pull it. Let me blow it up a little bit more so you guys can see what that comment says. Your dad was in jail, though, respectfully. So how do you extend grace for his behavior, but not hers? Now, I'm out of curiosity. I'm just really interested in knowing. What the hell his dad got to do with this conversation? Can y'all tell me? What does his father have to do with this conversation? I get it. Can't hold the mom accountable, right? Because she should be allowed to do it. She had you. I'm your mother. I birthed you. I carried you. I'm everything to you. How dare you even think about looking me in a different light or seeing me for who I truly am? I should be a God to you. I should be a God to you. But what happens when you realize that they're not falling for these tricks no more? You're not about to keep selling the old tricks. Oh, well, I was not trying to hear these excuses. Why do you want to be respected so much, but you stand on absolutely nothing? See, if you want respect, if you want to garner the respect of what y'all perceive men get, you got to stand alone. When you getting critiqued and you did wrong, don't project on somebody else. Don't be like these women. Oh, well, other women do it too. Oh, but what about your father? Don't do that. Keep it right here. Own your responsibilities and your failures. Own them. Own your responsibilities and your failures. Because it's a good chance. It's a good chance that this is something that's never going to happen. Because as long as we got sister code going around, why should they ever stand up and admit wrong, faults, when they can revert back to saying, I gave birth to you? When they can revert back to saying, I blame everybody else. Now I said, salute to Trucker Yo for standing on his principles and not bowing down to the black mother goddess complex harlots. Yeah, he stood on it. He did. And he was honest. He talked about where his trauma came from. And they tried to shift the blame. They tried to shift the blame. They try to say it's everybody else's fault. You know what they gonna say? Well, you was just, I could hear the excuses now. Well, you was a child. You shouldn't even been you should have been in your room. I don't even know why you was watching that stuff in the first place. They gonna blame the child. They gonna blame the child because that's what they do. That's what they do. And it's sad. It's sad that men have to sit in these homes day after day after day while the courts. Now, I know y'all want to believe that mothers are just better parents. Oh, yeah, they're the better parent because the court said so. Yeah, because the court said, yeah, by the way, we're going to give custody to the mother. Just because the court said you're a better parent, don't mean those children feel that way. See, those children might not feel the way that you think they should feel just because the courts told them your mother's the better parent. Go be with her. No matter how many times that your mom been abused, no matter how many drugs she owned, no matter how much, it don't matter. Just go stay with your mom because she got to be better than the dad. The only way you going to stay with your dad is if she laid out on the street with an IV on and we catch her. Yeah, we're going to have to take you out of there. But outside of that, come on, man. Mothers are better. That's what it is. That's what the judges say. That's what the courts say. But what do the children say when they grow up? What do the children say when they grow up? Oh, let me guess. You hate yourself. You hate yourself because nobody could talk about their mom like that if you truly love who you were. Your mama black. Your mama black. There's a reason why I always constantly say that. Your mama black. Apparently, your mama walk on water too. Apparently, your mom should not be held for absolutely none because she gave birth to you. How dare you speak on this goddess woman? She gave birth to you.
talking?
I'm sorry.
We all walk
Somebody said
different.
that.
We all walk different. We
You
all
see
walk
this
different
comment?
walks of life.
This comment is exactly why you don't say anything about your parents, because now niggas think they have the right to ask you questions.
Did you see that concern? Why'd you say now everybody think that they can ask you something? Yeah, just like you was asking questions. Did you think that we didn't hear that? You was just asking questions, no problem. We heard you. But now, because the attention is on the neglect of the mother, let me guess. Let's divert attention again. Divert attention again. Divert attention again. How dare other people speak about your situation? Or because they're talking about your mom right now. We can't have that. We can't have that. Oh, but if it was black fathers, we spit on their grave if we could. Oh, we can't stand him. Oh, I can't stand your daddy. Oh, I can't stand your daddy. You know how many boys have to hear that? I know y'all don't care. Security boss says, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you, security boss. Thank you. Appreciate it. But somebody got to say it. And I might not be liked for saying it, but that's okay. I never planned on being the most liked human being anyway. But I planned on being pretty honest, though. And I'm not going to lie to you. Any other time, you know what they screaming? Tell your truth, girl. Tell your truth. But now, since the highlight, since all the spotlight, the heavens light shining down on the mothers and all the neglect and all the failures of her, she want to say, shh, shh, we shouldn't talk about this no more. No, you're going to embarrass your mother. You're going to embarrass your mother when you go to school and those kids laugh at you. Put your chest out. Walk with your head held high. You should be grateful she gave you life. Never mind no trauma, you got life. Never mind your trauma, you got life. I did that for you, you ungrateful child. I gave you life. How dare you judge me? You can't judge me. I gave you life. I should be doing no wrong in your eyes. Hell, I walk on water.
They can ask questions. Listen, I'm an open book. I ain't afraid to tell my truth.
Yeah, so
It
the
is what it
question was,
is,
how do you extend grace to your father and not mom's? If your father was in jail.
Now you see, they're still referencing father. We not talking about his father. Nobody has a problem holding men accountable. Hell, if you in jail, that breeds accountability. I don't know what world y'all live in, but what he didn't say was, yeah, my mom went to jail. She was hoeing. She was neglecting me, putting me in circumstances. I was getting in trouble at school. Y'all. He didn't say my mama went to jail for that. He said my dad was in jail. He said my dad was in jail. Now, I don't know what world y'all live in, but jail sounds like accountability to me. What y'all think? What y'all think? Red Lipstick Vibe says, you're speaking facts. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate it. Somebody got to speak. Somebody got to speak, because everybody, look at the other men on the panel, ESO. Now, we understand what ESO on. We understand. We don't have no expectation. But he is assisting with the girl code. I don't know what his job is. I don't know if, he's just trying to be liked by women. I don't know if he likes to be in the good graces of women. I don't know what his thing is. I really, really don't. I don't know what his goal is. I don't know why he often tries to play that position. But we all know that they was talking about his experience with his mother. He has no problem telling the truth. I know. I shouldn't say these things, right? It's his mother. She had him. She gave birth to him, right? There's no way a mother could hate her own child. She gave birth to him. It's no way.
What you mean? My father went to jail trying to provide for his family.
You don't think your mom was trying to provide, or
Bro, do you realize, nigga, bro,
Yeah.
y'all
Trucker,
heard me.
chill
Hold
out.
up,
Yo, trucker,
y'all.
trucker, 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 chill.
What kind of providing is you assuming? What kind of providing is you assuming that his mother was trying to do? See, let me tell you what hurts their soul right in that statement. Let me tell you what hurts their soul in that statement. She did not do an effective job at turning that child against his father. Did you guys see in that moment? She did not do an effective job at turning that child against his father. I know the court said your mother better, but what that child said, the child says, I rock with my pops. Oh, no, I rock with my pops. He was in jail because he was trying to provide for his family. You ain't got to agree with it, but that's how he felt about his father, and you can't change that. You can't change his mind and say, oh, no, you should hate your dad too, because he don't want to, because he don't believe what you believe. He believed his dad was doing what his dad thought was best or in the best interest to take care of him. So no, i.e., no hate. I don't have no hate for my dad, and you can't turn me against him. You can't shame me against my father just because you don't like what I'm saying about what my mother put me through. No, you can't change and move me off what I'm saying because you want me to focus on bringing down my father, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. No, it don't work. You wasn't effectively able to turn this child right here against his father. Now, I know normally that's the goal. I know normally that's what happens. I know normally in this moment, y'all was hoping that he'd be like, man, F my dad too. I know y'all was hoping for it. So that way y'all could take the focus off his mother. That way you could take the focus off his mother and go, ching. We got his dad on line 1. Pick that up. Let's focus on dad now. But he said, no. Bring that accountability back on this woman. Yeah, the woman that came from the heavens. Yeah, her right there. Yeah. The one, y'all know the one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one that gave birth to him. Yeah, the one that carried him, the one that he should be grateful he even exists for. Yeah, how dare you speak about it? No, Cody, you did just fine, bro. You did just fine, Cody. I didn't have any problem how you try to handle that. But at the end of the day, no matter what we try to do, we can't hide from the truth. And he was just telling about what happened to him. No care. Cody, did you see those women care about when he was expressing what he went through? Did you see any ounce of concern? Or did all you see was women and Esau, I don't know what he identify as at this moment, trying to protect the mother? Because why? What were the main reasons? What was the main reasons that they was trying to protect his mother? Did y'all hear him? Because I heard 2 reasons. She gave birth to you, and other women possibly do this too. She gave birth to you, and other women possibly do this too. And then they tried to remove all the responsibility and say, hey, what about your dad though? I don't want to focus on what he said, y'all care about mental health though, right? Is that what y'all care about? Y'all care about black boys, do y'all? You care about, see, y'all don't know that experience, that what they actually have to go through. Why that kid's always in that principal's office. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know why these kids have to end up in the position that they in. Because y'all think just like the courts think. Well, she must love him. She gave birth to him. That's all she need to do anyway, right? What else does she need to do? She gave birth to him. What else does she need to do besides give birth to him, according to these specific women on the panel right now and the women in the chat, because they was there. I didn't you can't see all their comments, but if y'all go back, y'all see it. Y'all see exactly what I saw. I highlighted them because I wanted y'all to see it. We'll finish up. I think there's a little bit more in the video that we'll touch on.
Chill out, dog. Come on. We ain't gotta do
No,
this.
no. He
We ain't
asked
gotta
a
do this,
question.
dog.
The thing is,
Oh man.
We can hold shitty dads accountable all the fucking time. Why can't we hold fucking moms that be fucking up?
we say, hold up, we say,
Aaron,
hold up, we
per,
now we do,
hold
hold up.
on, Trucker. Yeah, let me say this. Hold on, let me get this out. Aaron, per Fight Club requirements and rules, you cannot be on the panel while you're driving. No, Trucker ain't driving. He pumped.
Now, I will concede that I do not like people on the panel while they are actively moving in a vehicle. So I don't see it every single time, but I do the best I can to identify. And so that's one of the reasons why I immediately made an adjustment. And you guys can't see, but Trucker Yell was in the back and he was saying, no, I'm not driving, I'm pulled over. Because you know why? Because he really wanted to have this conversation. He really wanted to let y'all know, like, no, I got put through some things. And it wasn't my dad this time. I know y'all want to destroy the father, but no, I rocks with my dad. He had my back when I needed him. Yeah. But you ain't hearing she had his back when he needed her. So y'all don't want to have that conversation. We so used to one way aggression and one way hatred, 90%. Here you go. Go ahead and take your child. You got to be the better parent. You got to be the better parent. Somehow, some way, where these kids keep getting raised though? With the better parent, huh? Somehow, some way, these kids keep getting raised with the better parent, and y'all believe this stuff.
Well,
That's good.
That's
Mr.
cold.
Grant.
Hands up. My hands.
Better parent. So, quick question for you.
It just-
So, do you think you're a better parent or parents were? Or are you a parent yet? I don't think
I'm
you
a
are.
parent.
Yeah, he been smashing things since young. Man, you gonna run? Come on, man.
Stereotype though. But I mean, yeah. Okay.
Nah, I mean, but somebody.
That's a stereotype though. But I mean, yeah. Okay.
Nah, I mean, but somebody that is right though. We always talking about. Ricky said this all the time. Niggas don't never want to have a conversation about about their mother. We say this shit all the time. Niggas don't want to have that real conversation. This is that real
Because your mom
conversation.
made a real sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about.
you through real sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about.
you through real sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about.
you through real sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about
you through
to
her
say that.
Real.
She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about
you
to
through
say that.
sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about
you through
to.
her sacrifice. She made it 9 to 10 months with you in her belly that she had to.
I was just
push
about
you
to
through
say that.
Real.
You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? She made a real sacrifice. 9 to 10 months with you in her belly. I was just about to say that. Y'all was ready to team up on that talking point, huh? That's the one y'all pull out the back pocket. That's y'all stump card. You know how they got the big joker when you playing cards and they think everything good and you just slam that joker on it, it's over with. That's what they think it is. That's what they think it is whenever they feel like, oh, the pressure getting hot, the truth coming out. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, I'm feeling bad. I got that feeling in my stomach. I'm feeling pressure of accountability. What can I say to remove this accountability off me? What can I do? Oh, I got it. I sacrificed for you. You should be grateful that I gave you life. You should be grateful that I gave you life. You wouldn't say that we gave you life because apparently it's not 50-50. You gave him life. You gave him life, right? That's what you want the credit for, right? So what do you want children to do? Since you gave them life, do you want them to bow on their knees? What do you want in exchange? What do you want in exchange for bringing us into this world that we did not ask to be in a world where it's pretty effed up? Let's just be honest. It's pretty messed up. In a world where you ain't help us out much, you put us through some of the most traumatizing situations. You put your needs, because you can't keep your goddamn legs closed. You put your needs before mine. You couldn't keep your legs closed. There's no way you should have all these random men running in and out of my. Well, I know it ain't my house because it's yours. You probably got it because my name is on the lease and whatnot. But let's not harp on that. You had me, right? I told y'all. See, that's why I'm glad I played this back and I let it play through, because I was going to stop it. I told y'all they was going to say, I carried you for 9 months. And I replayed it multiple times because I told y'all that they was going to say it. I knew, I kept hearing, I gave birth to you. I gave birth to you. But see, they broke it down. She sacrificed. But y'all think we safe. Y'all think a lot of these kids that persevere, that make it out, that make it through, that y'all, that grind, that push through, y'all think, y'all know what y'all think? Y'all think that they got that way because of their mother instead of in spite of her. Instead of in spite of her, in spite of the trauma that they was put through, that they pushed through, they still got to become the man that y'all said that they need to be. Right? They still got to become the man that y'all said that they need to be under the direct supervision of their mother, that they should be grateful that gave life to them. That they should be grateful that that woman gave life to them. But let me give you a secret. There are a lot of men that say to hell with this life. And y'all just be wondering, I was talking to Mike the other day, and just all of a sudden he out of there. Why? Oh, I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know what could have happened. Well, you know what they say, it all starts at childhood, right? Most of that trauma is a stigma from childhood, because most of us adults, had we made it through the majority of our life with less and less trauma, we might could endure a little bit stronger. You might not have to give those supportive words to Armada. You might not have to look at Armada and say things like, it's okay, we got you. You might not have to say those things had he not have to. You know what? I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman, right? That y'all want me to be grateful, and I shouldn't even have this conversation. Isn't that correct? I shouldn't even be speaking. I shouldn't dare even open my mouth because my mama Black, right? I must hate myself, right? Since I point out what's wrong and I'm identifying exactly what was said to me, I ain't projecting. I'm literally listening to what he said, listening to his experience and going, oh, okay, I hear you. But now I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't highlight this because my mama Black, right? Ain't that what y'all gonna tell me? Just go ahead and say she carried me for 9 months. Go ahead and say it. Say it. So say, be quiet. Go. Where your daddy at? Where your daddy at? Go ahead and say that. I can't stand your daddy. Say that. We know that's what y'all got in your back pocket. We know y'all can't stand them. And y'all mad at us because y'all slept with our dad. We ain't asked y'all to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just give y'all a secret. And I know y'all don't care because we should be grateful y'all gave birth to us. I know y'all don't care. I know y'all don't care. But I'm going to just tell y'all a little secret that y'all don't know. Most men don't want to hear about their mother sleeping with nobody, yet alone see it. Most men don't want to hear about it. Nobody sleeping with their mama. They don't even want to imagine the actions, yet alone see it. And you're talking about a man that told you, I didn't see men's and them's walking ins and out of my house. And y'all want to blame his dad. Of course. Of course. Let's see how much is left in this video. Give me 1 second. We're gonna push through.
Sacrifice.
That's it. All right, that's it.
All
We
right,
done.
man.
We done, people.
Peace,
We done.
peace.
We done. We done. We done. That's it. So you can see in that moment what I did. I realized that this is probably not the time to have this conversation. So I made a decision to pause the conversation there, right? But I needed to allow y'all to hear it. I wanted to stop it earlier because I didn't really want him to get into it, because at the end of the day, somebody should protect his mental health. Somebody should care. But you know what? Because he's a man, and I know y'all don't give a damn about that. I know y'all don't care. We all know y'all don't care, right? I said, you know what? Let him push through. Let him push through, because he said it. They need to hear this, because y'all don't hear this enough. All y'all ever hear is this. You hate your skin. That's self-hatred. When you talk about somebody, you got a mama, right? Your mama black, right? Your mama black, right? Your mama black, right? It's probably why that's one of the highest views videos I have, for a reason. But there's one more thing in this, there's one more thing before this video ends that I want you guys to see. You see that? There was a comment left there that says, you only get one mama. So you guys see that comment? You only get one mama. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Most of us know that already. Most of us know we only get one mother. We're fully conscious and aware of that. I wasn't able to highlight all of the comments that I saw raining through that chat. You don't have respect for your mother. You shouldn't speak on your mother. You don't know what she's been going through. Your mama black. I know y'all can only imagine for the people that were just thinking it in their head. I know y'all can only imagine it for the people that were just thinking stuff in their head that didn't have, they probably was protecting themselves. They said, I'm not going to type it, but y'all know the statements that come with this. Y'all want him to forgive, right? Be honest. Y'all want him to forgive, right? Forgive. Go ahead. You only get one mama. But when y'all only supposed to get one husband, what happens? Never mind. We won't go off on that. We won't go off on that. Let's just be honest, though. Y'all don't care about people's mental health. Y'all just be talking. Y'all not genuine in any way. The men know it. The daughters know it because they experience similar things to the boys. The problem is it's much, much more difficult on the boys, i.e., we can see how they're suffering the most in the hands of their God, right? I'm sure y'all can see. Y'all see the statistic. What's going on? The girls is doing all right. Now, I know the women are suffering. I know the young girls are suffering too. I know they are. Nothing worse than the possibility of mothers like this who have the ability to keep daughters away from their fathers. Oh, yes. Y'all remember I had a conversation. I was going through my thoughts, which I rarely share with people. My real deep thoughts, I rarely share those with people. But I decided I would do a segment when I just said, you know what? People respect honesty. People respect the truth. Now, it could get you fired. It could have you unemployed for your truth. I know that. I know that. And someday I might be fired. Because some of the things I say, it's not, how would you say, politically correct. But it's a whole lot of other men. There are a whole lot of other men that really, really need to say this, but they can't. It's a whole lot of men, and I know that be in the chat that watch my videos that need to hear this, that need to say these things, get it off their chest to let y'all need to know the truth about these mothers. But they can't say it because we living in a world right now. If you say things about women, they'll whine, they'll cry, they'll complain, they'll try to get you fired. If you do anything to critique, there are specialized women that are the most protected. We call these women the untouchables. And at the top of those are black women. Yeah, black women, the untouchables. Yeah. We're not supposed to critique black women because we black boys. How dare you critique black women? No matter what y'all tell your friend, oh, girl, you need to leave him. Live in your truth, girl. Tell him what he did to you. Tell him what he did to you. Speak your truth. Stand on it. Speak your truth, girl. Don't be afraid. But when a man tells you about his childhood experience, when you're literally left in the guardianship of the so-called mother or the lady that gave birth to you, the one you should be grateful for, the one and only mother that you get, oh, don't you dare speak out about her. Don't you dare touch that. We call those women untouchables. But if the man can't do it, and we see what the girl code, y'all seen the girl code? Let me know if y'all seen the girl code. Put the one in the chat if y'all seen the girl code come all out in effect. Now, you know the toughest part about that? Let me tell you guys the toughest part about that video, right? Because I had to sit through it. You guys can see my facial expressions. I didn't think it was very funny, right? But I'm lighthearted in the sense of I'm very balanced. But I'm going to tell the truth. A lot of these boys that become men are raised in chaos. But aren't you impressed? Aren't you impressed by some of the things they can overcome? God damn, boy, I'm telling you, boy, I feel for him. You know how hard it is for men to blame. You know how hard it is for men to blame their mothers? You know how hard it is for men to blame their mothers? Do y'all genuinely know how hard it is for a man to blame his mother for anything? I think deep down in y'all genuinely do not know how difficult it is for a man to blame his mother. I genuinely don't think you guys know that it looks like you need to get over that. Tim, I appreciate the Cash App, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting. Because I'm probably going to get canceled one of these days. Let's just be honest. Y'all know me well enough to know what's going to happen eventually. But I'm telling you, as somebody who don't talk about a lot of the things that I've experienced, because it does me no good to acknowledge the role that other people play, because it's my job to win regardless. It's my job to overcome regardless, right? I know that it is. But I'm just going to tell you, this stuff ain't new. This stuff ain't new. These men ain't making this stuff up. When they say y'all don't care, when I ask, do y'all love men? Can y'all really blame us for asking those questions? Can y'all genuinely blame us for asking those questions when y'all literally just sat there on a panel and saw two things happen in real time? Number one, Armada said he's struggling. He tried 2 times to get a new existence. 2 times. Now I know we joke and laugh, and you know what I'm saying, and we harsh. But real people know that the numbers say that's not shocking. That's not uncommon. And some of you might not care, but some of us is happy that people still here. Some of us are happy that people are still here because some of us go through similar things and we may never express it out loud. We may never say, oh yeah, I've been through that too, because we don't want y'all to look at us as weak. We don't want y'all to laugh at our pain because we're not supposed to feel pain. You're supposed to be a man. But I'm going to explain to you guys as best as I can. This is what men go through. And then the very same women that y'all want us to advocate for, right? Get on this panel and they come to the I'm telling you, Trinidad T, let me make sure I go back in the stream so you guys can see exactly what her on screen. So you know what I'm talking about, because sometimes you guys don't know. So that's Trinidad T. That's Black Beauty for the people who do not know. And no, nobody escapes criticism. Nobody. Trinidad T, you know how she usually struggle with the audio and all that good stuff, right? We all know that, right? We know she struggles with it, right? She went out her way to cut everybody else off. Oh, no, I need to say this, yada, yada, just stop everybody else from talking, to tell Armada, we care about you. We care about you, right? Because she heard that he was hurting. She's a mother. She heard him. She heard him. We care about you, right? Other people in the chat, I saw that. Bro, we care. Don't do it. Like, we care about you. You need to know that. But the second a man tells you that his trauma came from his mother, the conversation was over with. There was no concern for him. Y'all can go play the video back for yourself if y'all want, if y'all think I'm delusional, if y'all think I just make this stuff up, but I'm just expressing to y'all what I saw. Now that's my face on there. I look pretty similar to the guy in front. That looks like me, right? I'll probably be able to pass, a scan check and say that's possibly me. I'm not sure, but you guys believe that's me. I was watching this. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, God damn. All they gonna say is your mama black. All they gonna say is be grateful that she gave life to you. I knew that's all they was gonna say. They made no attempts at all for none of this mental health crap that y'all lied us and say y'all care about time and time again. You don't. Time and time again, there's a claim. We care about your mental health. We really, really do. See through you. I know you want to focus on other people's actions because you want to divert attention from where the attention should be on. But of course, that's just a normal mechanism for women. What about everybody else? What about what everybody else did? Focus on what you did. Focus on what they did. Let's not push blame off on somebody else. Now we're talking about them. Why can't we focus on them? Why can't we focus on what they did? Why do we have to go back and track everybody else down that was born in 1999 and say in 1999, you was there in the room and you heard what happened, so let's blame you too. Let's blame you too, because if you look, if you there, no. Allow people to be critiqued and stand on their own merit. But it's very difficult to stand on your own merit. Why? If you say, who gives a damn about morals, right? Black Beauty said, strippers, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Just in case she might want to be a stripper one day. That's my guess. I'm just projecting that, but I'm guessing, why would I have an issue with a stripper just in case I wanted to be a stripper, or if one day I am a stripper? I'm just saying. I'm not saying she's going to be, but I'm just saying, normally when women try to make an out, it's because they're projecting that it could possibly be them in that situation. It could possibly be them in that situation. But for all the women in the chat that wants to focus on everybody else instead of the people we critiquing right now, please don't ask about his daddy. Please don't ask why he don't hate his daddy instead. Please don't do that. Put the attention where you know it belongs. Because I'm going to be honest. You know what? I'm going to be real candid with you right now. If it was a woman, y'all would call this victim blaming. If this was a woman, y'all would call this victim blaming. But it's a man, so who cares, right? He's a man. We can victim blame him. He shouldn't be able to call out the people that perpetrated that trauma and experience on him. He shouldn't be able to call out because it's his mom. Do you need me to go back and play where Black Beauty goes, she sacrificed for 9 months. We don't know if it was actually 9 months. It might have been 8, but let's just be honest. That's what it is. That's what it is. And a lot of these times, these young, I know that y'all don't believe they're innocent because y'all believe they're probably in y'all eyes demons. I don't feel that way about them, but I know y'all don't give a damn about them, right? I know y'all don't give a damn about them, right? But I do. So I'm gonna say this: a lot of these times, these mothers do this on purpose. They don't give a damn about those kids. They don't care. Go ask any man. Boy, the stuff that they didn't heard their mother say about their dad is not even close to the amount of times that they dad said something about their mom. They dad might say something every blue moon, but if they could write a book about what mothers say about their dad, oh, you look just like your daddy. Ugh. You should go. I wish you could stay with your daddy. You know what? I don't know if it was Angry Man, but somebody had did a video on a mother who sacrificed her child because that child loved their dad more. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but there was a mother and the child said that they loved their daddy more, so the child had to go. A lot of the time, these children are in the hands. A lot of these times, these children are in the hands. It was AM, right? Yeah. They're in the hands of these unpredictable, emotional creatures that y'all say, y'all know we emotional, but but the church, but the judge said and the court said that we the best parents. So we gotta be, right? If the court say so, if the judge say so, it has to be correct, right? It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that in real time, in situations where people have the ability to show compassion for somebody that they claim that they care about, that they claim that they concern for mental health, that they claim that they concern for Black men, it's often unnoticed. And let's just be honest, if I didn't highlight it, we would have just went on like this was just another regular day. Like that man didn't just tell you what he actually experienced, right? Let's be honest. How many of y'all would have actually been like, yo, that's crazy. They did do that. And now when y'all see those women next time, y'all know what y'all gonna do? Act like it didn't happen. Y'all gonna act like, oh, you know, it ain't that serious, but you gonna hear those women screaming, Black men don't care about us. Though you're gonna see those same women making statements like, "Oh, they don't care about us," and da 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 da. But you saw what they did, right? You saw what they did, right? What up? What up? You saw what they did. But I know what I'm going to experience. The very chance that the first thing they'll say, y'all don't care about black women. All y'all do is complain and complain about black women. What do the complaints be? Black women this, black women that. Y'all hate black women. Yo mama black. Yo mama black. We know that. We're highly aware that our mother is black. Did you know that our mother abused us? Did you know that my mom did not protect these eyes? Sent me to school so she could open her legs. Yeah. I know y'all don't want to talk about that, right? Be sending their kids off to full-time. They look at school as daycare. They don't look at school as somebody teaching their kids. And let's just be honest, and this is not to say anything negative, right? But when they talk about a lot of truck drivers and stuff like that, they talk about how a lot of people that went to jail, a lot of people that's, got felonies, they tend to go in that space, right? And I'm going to just be honest, they probably not the most educated people either. And that's not to disrespect anybody that is, but let's just be honest, they probably not, right? What does that mean? They probably can't read that well, right? Probably mean grammar is not their best suit. They're probably not great at mathematics, right? Why? Because their mother was sending them to school so she could open her legs. She wasn't sending them to school to learn. Because let me tell you how it should go. You send your child to school. Your child comes home. You ask them, what kind of work we got? You go through their bags. You call the teachers if you got to find out what kind of work that they need done and the assistance at home that they need. Y'all tell me the truth. Do y'all honestly think that those children are getting the type of support that they need to be effective in school? Or do you think that those mothers specifically are sending those boys off to school so they don't have to deal with them? Be honest. I know y'all want to lie. I know y'all want to cover up for them. I know I know, Granville. I know. But I'm not gonna hold it in. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Y'all know the truth. Y'all know the truth. Y'all don't need me to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. A lot of y'all aunties, some of y'all mothers are the exact women I'm speaking of right now. Yeah, y'all don't. Yeah, y'all know. And y'all done seen kids come to school when you know how their parents is messed up. See, y'all grew up how I grew up. We all know each other. We all know each other in the neighborhood. Everybody know what everybody mama doing. Everybody know. And we all know that those kids get sent to school not to be taught, not to learn. To give those mothers a break. Oh, we need a break. Look, we need a break. Go ahead and go to school. Why do you think those kids never miss school? I never miss school, by the way. Why do you think those kids never miss school? Why? Boy, you got to listen. You used to be able to fake sick. Boy, you better be dying sick for you to miss school. They want you out of there. They want somebody else to run through that house because mama got to have a life too, Jody. I don't care if you're 5 years old. I don't care. You close your eyes. Go in your room. Mama about to have company. Mama about to have company. Now put a 1 in the chat if y'all familiar with that phrase. Mama about to have company. Don't act like y'all ain't heard that. Don't make it seem like I'm on an island here, like y'all don't know this exists. Because y'all know what I'm talking about. And y'all swear up and down that these are the women that should be revered and honored solely because they gave birth to us. Solely because they had us, right? To be honest, because I agree with y'all. They did have us, right? But next time, let's see what happens if we get to go to the negotiation table. Hell, half the time, we don't even make it past the first 3 months. We don't want to talk about that, huh? 20 million. We don't talk about that. That's right. I know. My body, my choice. You right. You also made a choice for me to come here. So what am I supposed to be? Grateful? Grateful that those the men you want to have around me? My guy AL says you preaching the truth. You're on point today. I appreciate it, bro. I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, AL. Yeah. Sleep on the couch when company came through. Yeah. Yeah. So some of us had to call them uncle. Had no relation at all. This your uncle. Yeah. I could tell you this though. I don't care what none of y'all say. Fathers wasn't around saying, hey, this your auntie though. They wasn't doing that. Pops was just gonna keep it a bean. Yeah, that's my girl. But your mom, who's a liar, this your uncle getting ran through by your uncle. Now imagine if you really knew what your uncle was at that age. Imagine if you really knew what your uncle was at that age. And Trucker Yell's literally telling you, I done walked in numerous times on men who I cannot unsee their face. He cannot unsee those faces. And I know y'all don't want men to speak. I know y'all want us to shut up. Just be a man. I know y'all want us to be quiet. I know y'all don't want to hear what we go through because y'all want us to listen to what y'all go through. So when y'all say y'all care about what we going through, y'all want to hear from what we say, and then y'all get in these spaces and say, shut up, stop talking, leave us, stop talking. We know y'all lying. We know y'all lying. And the sad part about this, yeah, I know Miss Bliss. Yeah, the sad part about this is, what do you expect to come of those children? What do you expect to come of those children? You think they're going to be the most productive members of society? You think they're going to have the best outcomes? You think they're going to be able, let me guess, you think they got self-hatred, right? Because you get to blame the victim because it's a man, right? Since it's a man, you're a man. I don't want to hear that. Figure it out. Yeah, we get the victim blame because you're a man. Let it be a woman. All you gonna hear is what Trinidad said and what Black Beauty was saying. What you don't know what she went through. That's your mother. You just don't, you never know. Well, you never know what a man goes through. You never know what a man goes through. Y'all never know. That's why y'all statements always be, damn, I didn't even know nothing was wrong. Just last week, everything was good. We was chopping it up. We was laughing. Everything was good. Look at this video they played. They was dancing. And now they gone. Y'all don't know what men go through either. My guy Dab said, these same women can have a baby, get tired of them in 6 months and go drop them off at a safe haven mailbox and avoid jail, avoid paying for those children. That's a fact. That's a fact. And a lot of them do it, Dap. A lot of them do it. Let's just be honest. A lot of them do it. And you know the crazy part is, they raise money for that. Yeah, they raise money to get those spaces, to get government funding, to get other women to support this stuff. They raise money for that so that those women can give up those children, drop them off at a firehouse, drop them off at one of those spaces, put them in a, y'all listen, man, y'all seen they can put them in like this little compartment and close it on them and walk away. No questions asked. Do you understand that? No questions asked. But y'all sit there and tell men, well, you should have knew when you pulled down your pants. But you will never Hold that accountability to a mother that y'all want us to revere. Y'all want us to revere a woman that gave birth to us. She ain't got to do nothing else. But she has the ability to do that. And you know what else? She can have another baby after she get that baby away. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nothing says she can't have another one. Nothing says that. Yeah. No, she could go have another one. She can get rid of one. She can do whatever she wants because y'all said her body, her choice. Y'all said her body, her choice. Now I'm hopeful. Now I'm hopeful that a lot of you guys don't feel this way, but if I go back and watch the video, and I almost never go back and watch videos, to be honest with you, because I grind them through. I put the time in, I grind through, I rock with everybody. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go back and just read through those comments. I'm tempted to go back and read through those comments. Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, Truth. You can't throw no. Listen, we know Brenda. We know what she did with her baby. Those are true life stories. There are men in this chat right now who mom gave them up. There are men in this chat right now who mother said, I don't want you. I don't want you. You're not valuable to me. It's all about me. I got to do what's best for me. And you are a hindrance to my life. I ain't proud of you. I'm going to give you away to somebody else. And hopefully you make it through. Hey, may God be with you. May God be with you. But I got to do what's best for me. We don't want to have those conversations. Y'all don't want to talk to those men who've been through in the trash, who's had to eat out of the trash. Yeah, see, those men we're not supposed to have a conversation about. Those men need to shut up. They just need to be quiet. Because if they speak, let's just be honest. If they say what's really in their heart, if they start speaking the truth, what's going to happen? They're going to probably get fired. It's been a lot of guys that get fired. A lot of women calling up jobs. Do y'all see what they've been doing? I'm going to send you this video to corporate. I can't believe he said this. This stuff is truly happening. Like I said, literally men in this chat whose mother looked at them, the mothers that y'all telling us to be so grateful about, the ones that we need to be grateful that they just gave birth to us. She carried us for 9 months. She carried us for 9 months. She made a sacrifice. And then she gave us away. She gave us away. She dropped us off at a fireplace. At a firehouse. She dropped us off at a hospital. She dropped us off at one of these places where their policy is. This is the policy. No questions asked. That's the policy. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to be accountable for anything. But a man still, if he say, I don't want to be a father, he going to have to pay for that opportunity. If he say, I'm not ready to be a father, he going to have to pay for that opportunity. He going to have to pay. He got to pay. And y'all genuinely do not care about that. Y'all don't believe in equal accountability. Y'all don't believe that fathers are to be respected and loved and admired just as much as a mother is, because the mother had you. Yeah, she gave birth to you because the father had nothing to do with. Whoa, wait. Don't. I guess we'll give you some credit, right? Because it's 50-50. Can't have one without the other, right? We need each other because a baby can't get here by itself. But for some reason, y'all never expressed that gratitude to be disposition to the man. Y'all never tell y'all children, be grateful that your daddy had you. Why don't men have these experiences to pull from and say, my mom did tell me be grateful that my dad had me? Why don't we say that? It's all about the narcissistic mothers. They want all the credit. They want all the credit for producing children. And if you dare, like Trucker Yo said, no, Pops is golden with me. My dad, yeah, I rock with him. Y'all was mad. How dare you say your father's a better parent? No, there's no way. He's a man. There's no way he's better. Are you sure? Are you sure about this? Do you want to think about this? 9 months. 9 months. Why would you say that about your mom? Why would you say that? Because his dad was a better parent. Whether you like it or not, whether the judge said, whether the court said it, he said it. And you can't make him feel any differently. You can't brainwash us into believing that moms are just good parents if they have you. All they got to do is have you. The answer is no. She did not execute on what most young boys experience. She did not execute in turning him against his father. It did not work. You know why? Because she betrayed him first. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. And this is the real truth that you really need to hear. And it's starting to rain. So I'm sorry if you hear background noise, but it's starting to rain now. It's coming down actually heavy. Might be the heavens speaking to me, right? Most men by default want to give their mother the benefit of the doubt over their father. It's not popular to say. It hurts to actually say it. But most men specifically always want to give their mother the benefit of the doubt over their father. You have to do some pretty messed up stuff for a son to pick their dad over their mother. You could just be an average mother and he be a phenomenal father. By default, it's hard for him to regurgitate that out of his mouth that his dad is better. His dad is a better father. It's hard for men to do that. By default, we don't feel that way. Naturally, we like, it's our moms. It's our mom. That's your mom. That's your mom. So it's hard. So if he did it, you know what? Y'all really don't be believing some of this stuff that these boys be going through. Y'all don't. So I'm going to pull up this article so you guys can truly understand just how deep this stuff truly can go. The stuff that we don't want to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I don't care. Yeah, y'all can send it to the bosses and get me fired if you want to. I don't care. I'll survive. Because we got to have men that stand on the truth. We got to have men that stand up and not afraid to speak. Because you can't fire all of us. You can't get rid of all of us. So keep trying to cancel us, keep trying to silence us, but it won't be done. Because some of us men, you're not going to be able to control us by threatening to fire us. We'll walk away. We'll do something else. But we're not going to be silent no more. I don't care how much y'all whine and complain and say, that's your mama. She gave birth to you. Be respectful. Just, no matter what we tell you that we've been through, I know y'all don't give a damn. But we're not going to be silent no more. And when we see a man go through this, and we know deep down inside what he truly feeling, the betrayal that it truly has to that truly takes place when a mother does this to a son, ain't no coming back. They try to convince that man to let it go. That's your mama. Let it go. Let it go. And you got another man up there talking about you shouldn't respect her. Bro, that man told you what she did to him, and you try to convince him to let it rock. Nah. We're not gonna do that. First Gen says, raise the sons to be leaders. Isn't that what they complain about, or do they want them to be subservient, work mules, and or crash dummies? We know what they want. They want you to shut up. They want you to be quiet. They want you to be able to be stuck at a job to where you can't speak your mind because you're gonna get fired if you do. They'll send this video. Yeah, they'll record this video, send it to my higher ups and say, you should fire this guy. He was talking bad about mothers, and he spoke for the men. He spoke for their experience. So y'all should get rid of him. He shouldn't speak about women this way. He don't have no right. He's a man. He's a toxic man. He's a toxic man. Although I'm quite respectful. I pretty much show respect to everybody. But I won't lie for you. And I won't let you silence me. I won't let you silence the man that won't get to speak. They can holler at me. I speak for him. And I know y'all going to be mad because men won't shut up. Men won't be quiet. I know when y'all lie and say y'all care about our mental health, I know y'all lying. I know y'all act like y'all don't see what we go through when y'all know that y'all can't stand a lot of these women yourselves. That's why y'all don't have a lot of female friends as it is. I go through this chat right now and I say, put in the chat how many female friends that y'all truly got. A lot of y'all gonna put 3. I got you, Kojak. A lot of y'all gonna put 3. A lot of y'all gonna put, I got like 3 friends because I don't really trust women like that. I don't really trust women like that. They be fickle. You can't really trust women like, y'all tell us that. But when we bring awareness to it, when we bring awareness to the experiences we have, we need to shut up. Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Who going to shut me up? Who going to do it? Who going to do it? Who can y'all complain to that can shut me up? Y'all think y'all can get me fired? You think that's going to make me be quiet? Just be honest. You think you're going to send this to the job, you're going to be like, oh, this is, and they're going to fire me, and you think I'm going to be quiet? See, a lot of people is so concerned with a paycheck that they won't stand on nothing. See, y'all think I be making this stuff up when I tell you I don't have a car. Oh, no, he be making this stuff up. Listen, bro, I will sleep on the streets if I got to, if it means I have to stand for what's right. Now, y'all think it's funny, but I've always been like this. I've always been a loner. I've always been to myself. Now, I'm obviously personable, right? I obviously have interpersonal skills, right? I obviously get along with people, right? But I've always been to myself. It ain't nothing for me to grind it out. It ain't nothing. So ain't nothing y'all can do to make me be quiet. Nothing. No Chaser says, moms be like, I gave birth to you and clean your butt. When you was a babe, now it's time for you to do for me. Speech. No doubt. No doubt. That's a fact. They want something in return for their sacrifice of bringing you on this earth. The question is, what do they want us to give them? What do they want? Just for giving birth to me. You don't have to make me great. You don't have to pour into me. You don't have to. I guess we should just be grateful, bro. And to be honest with you, if they could, they shut every last one of us up. If they honestly, genuinely could, they would silence all men. Yeah, I know is they feel like we owe them our lives. And I'm gonna tell y'all this now, and y'all not gonna like it. We don't owe y'all nothing. We don't owe you nothing. We don't owe you a. Listen, men, boys, daughters, children, they don't owe you nothing. You're not entitled to our loyalty. You're not entitled to nothing. Now, I know you feel entitled, but we don't care. We don't care. Now, I know that y'all don't think fathers get entitled to their kids. The judge says so, the court says so, but we don't care either for your entitlement. No, you got to earn that. You got to earn that. You absolutely have to earn that. And I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. A lot of y'all are getting a rude awakening. A rude awakening is when you find out when the dad is in the house and the mom's in the house, the dad tend to be the more beloved parent. Yeah, I know it sucks to hear that. When the dad is in the house and the mom's in the house and everything is just copacetic, nothing crazy. The dad tend to be the most beloved parent, and y'all can't stand that. This is why y'all want to separate the family. Oh, get up out this house. I don't want to be with you more. I don't want to sacrifice no more, because you want the control over the child. But the problem is when we go blindfolded, the majority of our life we walking around following your lead, following the blind leader. Because leadership is not what y'all supposed to have, what y'all tell us. We follow y'all blindly. And it's just and we struggle because we know we don't got, because y'all keep us away from our father a hell of a lot of the time. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. I don't give a damn if he don't pay a penny. I don't give a damn if he don't pay a penny. I know y'all want him to, but y'all keep him away. Because when we get older and we know the truth that he told you, oh, I don't want to have no kids with you, and you said, I'm going to still have your kids, but y'all get mad at a woman do that to y'all, son, it's all right. Because that's too deep. That's too deep of a conversation for y'all to really get down on. The problem is y'all frustrated because men have tried to make an awakening. And what you hear is their voices are louder and louder. And I hate to tell y'all, if you can't demonize a man, if you can't belittle him, if you can't knock him down, you know what you find out? Those children love their daddy. Those children love their fathers, as long as you don't tear them down. As long as you can't separate them and then try to indoctrinate him with hate. Oh, yeah, we know y'all do it. Heather, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. We know y'all do it. We know when y'all separated, y'all tear us down. What happens when those boys get older and they reconnect with their fathers? What are you guys seeing happening? You're seeing a crazy amount of sons specifically, because they're the ones at most risk. Let's be honest. They're the ones at most risk, right? Because y'all don't know what to do with them. With the daughters, y'all can kind of figure it out. But with the sons, because with the sons, y'all don't know what to do with them. That's where the struggle is coming from. And if y'all, once those sons get old and they have a conversation with their father, everything that y'all said go out the door. And y'all can't fake it no more. Y'all can't. And that's why y'all always say, you're going to be my baby forever. No, we not. No, we not. We're not going to be your baby forever. No matter how much you want us to, we going to grow up. We going to grow up. And our eyes will be opened. And the truth, oh yeah. The truth we shall see. And you're not going to like it, because we're going to call you out. We're going to call you out. Now, you see what this says right here? Mother takes out 3-year-old son because he looked like his father. He looked like his father. 33 years. She got 33 years for a 3-year-old. $33 years for a 3-year-old. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Had that been my child, she wouldn't have to do no time. She wouldn't have to do no time at all. She wouldn't have to do no time at all. I'm going to just tell you the truth. She going to have unlimited time. But not everybody's willing to take certain methods and experiences. So it's a little heart-wrenching to see that, by the way, because at the end of the day, I am a son. I'm a son. So when I see another man, let's be candid. He didn't even get an opportunity to become a man. We have no idea what this child could have become, could have blossomed into, could have experienced. But I'm gonna just give y'all a small inkling of what possibly could have happened between 0 and 3 years old. If you want to be gone, oh no, 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 no. Don't make no excuses. Don't make no excuses. Bridget, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Don't make no excuses. Don't make no excuses at all. What does it say? 3-year-old. Could you imagine? Yeah, Kojak, I can't read the whole thing because I'm not gonna lie, it's making me feel away, bro. So I'm gonna have to look away from the screen for a moment because I saw what you said. And I know that's pain, bro. I know that's pain. That's never gonna go away. And I appreciate you being here. But I feel for what that child would have experienced from 0 to 3. If you're willing to go all the way overboard, I'm going to just tell you, she was prepping for this. She didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, that's it. Oh, no, when he was 3 months, when he was 6 months, oh, I can imagine the torture. I can imagine the torture. And the sad part about this is he possibly could have persevered. Appreciate you, Peter. He possibly could have persevered. I'm going to be honest with you. If he could have made it past 6 or 7 years old. If he could have made it past 6 or 7 years old, his body might have been able to withstand some of this. But it's unfortunate that he would have to even get to that point. What does it say? Let me see if I can zoom in on this so you guys can actually see it. Let me see here. Let me try to get the zoom for y'all a little bit better. Let's scroll down. Let me see here. Let me see. Can I zoom in a little bit more? Let me see. Is that better? That's a little bit better. It says here, a mother took away her child because he looked like his father. That's in quotation marks. He looked like his father. That means she told the detectives, that's why she did it. You look like your daddy. Oh, I can't stand you. Act just like your daddy. I can't stand you. You act just like your daddy. Oh, you look just like your daddy. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if y'all ever heard those words uttered before. If y'all ever heard those words, I don't care if it was your auntie, your cousin, you was a bystander. If you ever heard those words uttered before, put a 1 in the chat. Now, let me tell you the sad part about that. Because if you guys got to hear those words uttered, just know some kid didn't make it after those words were uttered. See, some of y'all got to live past those statements. I know I did. But that child didn't make it. That child didn't make it past those statements so that they can participate in this chat with us today. Didn't make it past it. You look like your daddy. You got to go. Now, that's what we should be grateful for, right? Grateful to be put in homes like this where we're hated. Yeah. But y'all want us to be so grateful. And see, what you really want to do is you want to pick me apart. You want to say, oh, you got issues and oh, you this and that. Go deal with your mama issues. I don't have mother issues. Man, I got a mom. We have a relationship. But it don't mean that I don't know other people. It don't mean that I haven't experienced things. So you can't, try to shame me and try to minimize what I'm saying because you hopeful that, oh yeah, your mom must have did some crazy things. You know she didn't. No crazy things to me. Wasn't perfect, but didn't do no crazy things to me. So this is not coming out no vitriol. I'm literally just telling you that I'm a son too. I'm a brother too. But I know when I say these things, y'all want to point to a reason why I should shut up about it. Y'all want to point to a reason why I should shut up about it. And the thing is, you can't shame me. People have tried everything and anything they could say to try to break me. Oh, you just a worker. You not a boss. You ain't nothing. Like, they've tried every single thing. I can't be broken. You can't shame me. You can't silence me. See, I'm not easily moved that way. I'm not. So yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated and upset that I got to live past those words, those statements, but that child didn't. Yeah, why am I so lucky? Why did I get to hear these words? Why did I get to see people experience these things, but I got to go on and that child didn't? But y'all want us to be so grateful just for having us, right? Just for giving birth to us, right? Yeah, I see. But no, I'm not going to be grateful just because you carried me for 9 months. I didn't ask to be here. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. So you ain't going to get no credit for doing what you wanted to do. See, people get credit for doing what they have to do, what their responsibilities are, and doing things they don't want to do. But you actually wanted that. So, I ain't giving you no credit for it. No Chaser says, chat, who have you heard this from more, your fathers or your mothers? Nobody needs to answer that because everybody knows. I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Everybody knows where these statements going to come from predominantly. We understand that. We know that. We understand that. No need to even try to go. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Robbie says, hi, handsome, much love. How you doing, Robbie? Parents evolve over time. Some need to learn to apologize to their kids they did not give enough to. Yeah, I mean, broken children are hard to fix. Or I should say broken adults, right? Hard to fix, especially if you get to them in childhood. Especially if you get to them in childhood. It's so hard. That's why they want to take your kids. That's why they want to indoctrinate your kids. That's why they want control over the kids. This is why it's so important to keep fighting. This is why it's so important for women to see, oh, there are a lot of good men out here. I wish I could get one, but there's a lot of good men out here. And no, you can't sell those old false dreams that they don't love their kids, no matter any of the things that they have to go through. Just because the court says you a better parent, I don't have to accept that. I don't have to accept that. I'm a very balanced individual, actually. Very balanced. Thank you, Robbie. They do need to apologize. A lot of these mothers A lot of these mothers. And you know the craziest thing about it? A lot of these fathers, you know, a lot of sons don't hear I love you from their dads enough, right? I think you shouldn't say it too much personally, but they don't hear it enough. But with the mothers, they don't hear I'm sorry enough. You almost never can get your mother to apologize. Boy, if y'all could get y'all mother to apologize, my God, man, boy, how many of y'all know how difficult it is to get y'all mother to apologize? How many of y'all know your mom been dead wrong? Dead wrong. You call her out and she ain't about to apologize for nothing. She just gonna make an excuse to why she get away with it. They're not gonna admit to it though. They're not gonna admit to being wrong. It's damn near impossible to get your mom to say, I was wrong. It's almost impossible. It is. Let's see what else they said in this here. 43-year-old woman, 48-year-old woman, couldn't keep her legs closed, sentenced to 33 years in jail while her partner, obviously not the father, right? Her partner has been given a prison sentence of 30 years. So she did it. They obviously participated in it to some capacity. So I'm guessing that was possibly one of the men that was in and out of the house that 3-year-old had to experience. It clearly doesn't say the father, right? It says partner for a reason. You guys know that, right? Because if it was the dad, y'all know they would try to crucify him, right? The partner, right? Got 3 years less. Damn, 3 years less. First of all, I don't know why it's not life, but then again, what can I say? I don't make the laws. But I can tell you right now, if they had video footage of it, they would have got life. If they had video footage of that, life would have been rendered. No way you can watch a 3-year-old helplessly. What did they say? What did they say happened to the 3-year-old, right? 3-year-old, because he looked like his father. Let's see what it says here. The toddler, known as, they even gave the name, which is rare. They normally protect them and leave their names out of it, right? What does it say? Died from extensive and horrific injuries to his, says to his head and his body after months of violent abuse. Months after violent abuse. The court was told that the mother admitted to the police that she had thoughts about taking care of the son because she just did not connect with him. Yeah, had thoughts. Says right there. The court was told the mother admitted to the police that she had thoughts about taking the son away because she did not have a connection with him. It says it right there. She did not have a connection with him. I had you. I birthed you. Why don't I feel this connection? Where's it at? I'm your mother. I spent 9 months holding you. Why don't I feel connected to you? So because the child did not reciprocate the connection that you wanted, right? The child got to go, right? Because that child's clearly ungrateful, right? Clearly the child must be ungrateful because the mom just went through the sacrifice to have you and all of a sudden don't feel no connection. So you obviously an ungrateful child, right? I know y'all want me to be kind about it, but I'm not going to be. Obviously, it's an ungrateful child. Wouldn't y'all say? Because she gave birth to him. That's all it should take, right? It's all it should take. She gave birth to the child. Where's my connection? You owe me. You owe me. Yeah, you owe me. Where's my connection? Oh, yeah. If you don't have a connection from, if you don't have a connection for mom, I got something for you. Yeah, you're not going to disrespect me and all this hard work I did to have you. Yeah. Um, I'm not going. It says here, kick Lee out of the chat. I don't know if you can see that, so I can put Lee in timeout, because I'm sure he obviously must have said something. I'm not paying no attention to that. But I'm just being honest with you. It hurts when y'all sit here and say, just be grateful. It hurts when y'all say, just be grateful. Like, how can we ever repay you for such things? What do you want? You want our heart? You want us to rip it out of our chest and hand it to you? How can we ever repay you for such your kindness, for going out of your way to make sure that I was born? How could I ever serve you, God? How could I do that? Because clearly, I owe you something. Clearly, I disrespected you by not giving you the connection that you deserve for all those months you put in to bringing me on this earth. I clearly owe you. I know that. And because I betrayed you by not reciprocating this energy, this connection that you desired for me to give to you, I have to pay the ultimate fate. And then I got to get on here all the time and hear how about just be grateful you born. Just be grateful. That's your mom. That's your mom. Your mama black. Your mama black. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. And this is the type of stuff that I need to just be grateful for? Apparently so. So let me just be grateful, I guess. Among the abuses, Joseph suffered at the hand of his mother and stepfather. I told you, she couldn't keep her goddamn legs closed. I told you, I knew it wasn't the dad because they said partner. She couldn't keep her goddamn legs closed. Now, what happened to Trucker Yell? She couldn't keep her legs closed. She couldn't keep her legs closed, so he had to go through that trauma. And it's something that he got to just fight through. He got to grind and do what he got to do. And y'all know what y'all gonna tell him? You need to go see a therapist or something for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to. That's what y'all gonna tell him. I know what y'all gonna tell him. I know what y'all gonna tell him. I have no doubt. That's what y'all gonna tell him. I have no doubt. I know that's what y'all gonna tell him. I have no doubt. But you can't make sure she keep her goddamn legs closed, right? You not only do you betray your child, but you bring somebody in to assist with your betrayal. Couldn't even make it to 3 years old. And y'all think we just make this stuff up. Let's see what they did. Among the abuses Joseph suffered at the hands of his mother and stepfathers, his eyes were taped closed with duct tape because he was staring at them. Now, I'm going to just be honest. I'm grateful that they didn't remove his ability to see, because they could have got a lot more extensive with that. That was probably their form of being a kind parent. So they just duct taped his eye. They didn't have the heart to do what they really wanted to do because they was just building up to it. Because they said this was suffering over months. So this wasn't no just one-time thing, smooth, got out of there. It's just tough scenario. This child endured this. And they taped his eyes closed because that child dared look at her. The same damn child that y'all want to be so grateful for carrying you for 9 months because you only get one mother. So grateful. Duct taped his eyes closed. And I'm grateful that child probably couldn't see what his mother was doing to him. Talk about a blessing and a curse. That child was able to not have to see that, because some things you can't unsee. How was this child going to survive this? Oh, there's more. And I didn't even read this article, by the way, guys. I'm reading this in real time. So I did not know none of this stuff. So what does it say here? He had been hit with a spoon and in one instance forced into an esky, which I don't know what that is, something for ice baths, in a bid to bring out his bruises. I'll read that again. He had been hit with a spoon. Now, I'm guessing it's one of those cooking spoons. I remember having a wooden cooking spoon growing up. I don't know if y'all remember like the little big wooden spoons that they hit you. It kind of hurt. I've been hit with those. I'm guessing when they say a spoon, I'm projecting and saying it's probably that big old wooden spoon. That's my guess. He was getting hit with the spoon. He's 3 years old. Now, mind you, he might have not been 3 at the time that they're reporting these situations happening. He could have been 2. Could have been 1.5. But either of it, he didn't deserve none of it. We all can agree to that, right? It says he had been hit with a spoon and in one instance forced into an ice bath in a bid to bring out his bruises. Now, I don't know if that means they're trying to cover up his bruises, if they're trying to hide the abuse. I do not know. I do not know. I do know this, though. When you used to get whoopings, how many of y'all used to get the whoopings and they made sure they hit you in the spots where your teachers couldn't see the bruises? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ever got, we'll just say disciplined, where they use spaces to administer their discipline to where nobody else can see it, because they didn't want those teachers to see those bruises that they put on your body. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all recall that. Now, I want to tell y'all what's consistent here. Yeah, Brittany, I know. Yeah, we've been there. Yeah, CC, I'm feeling sad too. This don't make me feel good to read this, by the way. But this kid, you never gonna hear from him. He don't have a voice. He don't have a voice. See, he wasn't old enough to persevere and make it through. He wasn't old enough. He was too young. See, I bet they didn't even want him to leave. They wanted to continue to be able to abuse him year after year after year after year after year. They didn't want him gone. They didn't realize what they was going to do. They didn't realize it. Yeah, I'm going to read it for him. I'm going to read it for him. In the days before his death, his mother referred to him during the trial as, I don't know what LN means, jammed his head in a wardrobe door and punched him in the head. Now, you can only imagine. You can only imagine all these soft mothers that y'all talk about, all these feminine mothers that y'all make references to, the protectors of the children. Now, Lee, I don't care what you say, bro. One child is too many. Maybe not for you, but one child is too many. But that's your opinion, bro. It's your opinion. And the problem is, it's not a one-off situation, and you know it. But listen, do what you do, bro. Do what you do. Now, it says here, oh, that's what Ellen me? Yeah, no doubt. Don't get me wrong, I did love that boy, but there was a part of me that hated him. Now, I guess love and hate exist on the same, I don't know. Because I don't spend a lot of time hating on nobody. I don't spend a lot of time with hate in my heart. So I don't know. But some of y'all tell me that it's on the same spectrum. Some of y'all tell me that it's on the same spectrum. Love and hate is on the same spectrum. I don't know. But you tell me how you love something that you jam their head in the wardrobe and punch him in the head. Okay. Okay. But he looked like his father. Now you have to understand the amount of hate. You have to understand the amount of hate that has to be in somebody's heart to resurface these feelings, these beliefs, these views after he's gone. He suffered enough. But you're going to go read, you're going to go express all. This is probably why she got 33 years. Because I know what y'all thinking in your hearts, because some of y'all got a lot of good hearts. Y'all thinking she should have got life, right? Y'all wonder why only 33 years? Because she had to express it. The only reason she telling this story is so she can get a reduced time. The only reason she's telling these stories, the only reason she's admitting this truth is so she can get a reduced time. She didn't have to say this. She didn't have to express why she really felt this way to her own child. She didn't have to do it. She did. She could have just taken it, her responsibility for her actions, and just dealt with it. But she couldn't. She couldn't. So they said, hey, we're going to give you less time if you just tell us why you did it. Tell us why you did it. Tell us all these incident reports that we're reading about that you said, oh, he fell. Oh, this happened. These were these bruises when these teachers said this happened. Tell us why. That's why she got that reduced time. That's why she got 33 years. And it's a shame. It's a shame that that's actually legal to do. You know, they always say we're supposed to speak for the victims. They always say the victims can't speak. We're the voice for the ones that don't have voices. You can't tell me that 3-year-old child would have said, yeah, 33 years, that's fair. Because none of us is changing our life for 33 years. But what can I say? What can I say? Boy was worn down by torture. They even got a picture of him. Luckily, they blurred it out. They even got a picture of him. It says here, it's very traumatic. I think it was inhumane. And the torture acts upon Joseph where we cannot unsee sentencing, yada, yada. Rather than nurturing her son, she punished him as if he was some way responsible for the sins of his father. I'll read that again. Let me see if y'all can see that. Y'all see that? Let's see. It says here, rather than nurturing her son, she punished him as if he was responsible for the sins of his father. Now, nobody knows what his sins of his father was. She probably just hated his dad. Well, we clearly know he looked like his dad, right? This was grotesque and cruel. By the time of the final assault, which means there was many assaults, like I said, from 0 to age 3. Assault after assault after assault. So how many times did those bruises have to heal just to come back again? I don't even know how he made it to 3. By the time the final assault causing life to be taken, I am satisfied that Joseph has been worn down physically and psychologically by all the assaults upon him, so render him more vulnerable to the final attack, he said. Yeah, I'm not going to read no more of this. And they found, I don't want to read no more of this. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to read any more of that because apparently that there's more and more and more to that story. So I'm just not going to read any more of the story. All I'm going to tell you guys is these men are not making up these experiences. And I know you guys don't care. Some of us do. Some of us do care. And some of us going to continue to speak about it. Because y'all think we make all this stuff up in our head. Y'all just think we're supposed to be grateful. Grateful. As you saw those women parade all over that panel. That's your mother. That's your mother. She gave birth to you. She gave life to you. Just be grateful. And here's the saddest part. She did that to him because he looked like his daddy. The man that she chose, I don't care what supposedly he could have done. She did that because he looked like his daddy. Now, call me crazy, but is it his fault that he looked like his daddy? Is it really his fault? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The more sickening part for me is that she did it because she didn't feel no connection with him. And when y'all always telling me the mothers are naturally connected to their kid because they go through the 9 months and we connected. That's all y'all ever say. That's all y'all ever say. There's a connection. There's something you never understand. There's a connection. There's a connection. It's not a responsibility of the child to give the connection. At the end of the day, I could go on and on, find story after story after story of these things occurring. And y'all sit here and say, just be grateful. Just be grateful. Don't say anything bad. That's his mom. That's his mom. Be quiet. Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing. It ain't right. She had him. She waited 9 months. Other women do this too. She's not the only mom that's done that to her child. Why are you picking on it? Just be grateful, right? Just be grateful. Dab said, what's really sad, Aaron, is that these stories are being showed and told on male content creators and streams Where are the female content creators talking about this? Y'all know where they at. They celebrating it. They got one lady with supposedly, I don't watch her content, but from what y'all told me, got all these subscribers, all these supporters that say get rid of these children. So there's absolutely no way you can convince me that she wouldn't be of support of this story. You will never find me over there. You will never see my name over there. You will never see me having any interest in any conversations that anything women that's on that is ever speaking about. It's not a space for me. I have no intentions of trying to change their mind. And a lot of these people be mothers. A lot of these people be mothers that are in possession of children watching that type of content. But it's cool. I'm supposed to shut up and not speak up because they'll fire me. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Appreciate you, Dap. And for all y'all just saying, oh, you can't blame all women. I'm not blaming all anybody. I'm blaming the ones that's responsible. I'm not interested in blaming all of anybody. I'm interested in blaming the responsible party. And the problem is, it's not a limited amount. It's a long, long list. And the problem is, we got to be quiet. Or I don't know how to be quiet. Like I said, I've been talking my whole life. I don't know how to shut up. I didn't have to fight because I won't shut up. So many times because I won't shut up because I got a mouth on me. I know that. But luckily, somewhere in that time, me being a child and growing up, I developed a skill for listening. And that might be because I've had to manage people and things like that. There may be a leadership skill that you get developed over time, but I had to learn to listen. I had to learn to listen. So that incorporated with me being outspoken and my ability to listen and identify things, I can't be quiet. I can't be quiet. So none of y'all gonna try to shame me and say be quiet and don't say these things and you got a mom. And I know my mama black. I know you want to put in the chat so bad that my mama black and shut up. I know you want to do that, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Men will not be silenced. You will not tell us stop whining and complaining and yada yada. It's not going to work because that child can't speak. The child can't speak, but I can. And a lot of other men who have jobs, who got families to take care of, can't afford to be fired. They got to be quiet. But you know what? They got my email. They know how to get in contact with me. They know I'm going to say what needs to be said when nobody else want to say it. And it's going to be a bunch of men running around screaming, shh, that's your mom, bro. You shouldn't talk about moms like that. You got a mama. I already know. Somebody do me a favor and boot Unlikely Lee out of my chat, please. I know you don't care, and I know you want to cape for all the women because that's what you want to do, but we're not going to make light of what happened to that child. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not about to sit here and just let you keep doing it. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Because you like to make light of every situation, think everything a joke. Everything's a joke. But you say stupid stuff like, oh, but you don't have children. You idiot. I am somebody's child. Are you dumb? You do know I'm somebody's child, right? Listen, y'all, I appreciate all the support that everybody continues to show up and show out. I'll make sure I do my best to continue to be a voice for y'all, a voice of reason. But at the end of the day, I don't want none of y'all to think that just because a woman made you, just because a woman birthed you, that you owe her anything. You don't owe her nothing. You ain't asked to be here. I ain't asked to be here. We don't owe nobody nothing. Lee, if you want all your accounts blocked, feel free to. Mods, can you block Lee from the chat? He thinks it's funny. He thinks everything is a game. Men continue to be strong. Continue to embrace these fears. And be fearless. Be fearless. Appreciate you, Brock. Be fearless. I'm not about to have a conversation about this because this is not something that I want to have a conversation about with everybody else. It's just not. It's okay to be honest, and it's okay to tell the truth about your experiences. Don't let nobody shame you and tell you you can't speak just because you're a man. Oh, you're not supposed to feel pain just because you're a man. Oh, go. You need to go see a therapist. You're allowed to say whatever the hell you want because you're a man. And don't let nobody take that from you. No threats. No judgments about, oh, we gonna get you fired. We gonna take your job. No. We're not gonna stand down. And as long as we continue to support each other, nothing's gonna stop us. I'll see y'all on the next show. We gone.